Welcome to the Kenny Wallace Show, brought to you by JEGS, the leader in high-performance aftermarket car parts. And boy, I sure do love JEGS' new spring calendar. Look at that beautiful truck. Remember, JEGS has all the truck parts, Jeep, Bronco parts you need. So go to jegs.com. They're going to have everything you need right there. Check that catalog out. It's really awesome. I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite Kenny Wallace shows in a long time. Superman goes NASCAR. Oh, it's killing all you dirt racing fans out there. I hate NASCAR, but you're going to watch this time, ain't you? Wow, this is big. Jonathan Davenport, one of the greatest super dirt late model drivers of all time. Why? Last year, the only driver in dirt racing history to win $2 million on dirt. Some people are going to argue, they're going to go, World of Outlaw sprint cars are number one. World of Outlaw Lucas Oil late models are lesser. No, Tony Stewart, Donnie Schatz, all the greats, they don't look at it like that. That's you. That's you doing that. Look, Donnie Schatz goes over to the dirt late models and it just competes. He's not up to speed. So you're going to get good in your line of what you do. If you're a dirt late model racer, that's what you do. If you're a World of Outlaw sprint car racer with the wing, that's what you do. So you become good in your principle of work, what you do. So JD Superman is the best right now. Now I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about Brandon Overton this and and Bloomer this and Moyer this. That's all you. The stats and the money say that JD is the best at this time. And you know why? Because Billy Moyer's still racing, and so is Bloomer. So until Bloomer quits and Moyer quits, they still involved. So they're still racing. Actually, the great Billy Moyer just got outrun on that last lap down there, and in that Southern race. I have brain fade, don't know which one it was, but so Billy Moyer Senior, the dad, and Bloomer, they still racing. So right now, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Superman is number one. $2 million in earnings last year. Ain't nobody come close. Now, Brandon Overton, I'd argue with you, Brandon Overton is probably second, but that's probably the biggest controversy right here on the Kenny Wallace Show. I say JD's the greatest right now in this era. So go ahead and tell me what you think right here, because that's what I like. I like you disagreeing with me. Bring it on. So let's talk about it. Breaking news in the garage area. I've already told you. Superman goes NASCAR. Jonathan Davenport is going to drive for Colleague in the Cup Series at Bristol on dirt. He's also going to run a truck. And get ready. Listen, I don't name drop. I tell the truth. I look at my phone. Superman's calling the Herminator, because the Herminator's a real deal too. I just run my mouth on the show here. I've won 106 dirt races, so these guys call me because they watch me run my old modified. I'm doing my discipline, so I'm a race car driver. JD, I go ahead and spill the beans because it's all good. JD says, Herman, he says, what do I need to do? I said, JD, you already look good. He's got the beard. He looks good. He's always trimmed up. He's a good-looking man. He doesn't let the beard get stupid looking. JD always looks good. He's shaving where he needs to be shaved. I like JD because he's on Snapchat. He's one of us. JD shows his closet. He's got some cool clothes. He's neat. He's clean. He might be a redneck, but he's a clean one. He's got a beautiful home, beautiful ranch. So I said, JD, you're going to fit right in. You look good. and when you go NASCAR, you got to represent the big sponsors. So for all you fans out there, you dirt racing fans that hate NASCAR, just remember, any dirt racer and all dirt racers, they want to be NASCAR. That's why you see Kyle Larson Christopher Bell, Tony Stewart, Ryan Newman, Kenny Schrader, all of them. They all go NASCAR. I know you're not going to like the way the Herminator's talking. I know you're mad. You want to fight fire with fire, but you don't have anything. So lay it down. I'm right on this one. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying it's the way it is. Speaking of being badass, like JD, how about my boys right there? They played down at Bike Week. Lead singer, what a great guy, comes up to me. Herman, I just want to introduce myself to you. So they play at Fairbury. They're going to play at the NASCAR tracks. They're going to play at Fairbury. So love Dirty Grass Soul. They're a badass group. And they'll probably be at Bristol. Schedule's on the back. So JD's going NASCAR. He calls me up. He says, tell me what to do. I said, well, lay off the beer. Be ready. He said, this is my one and only shot. I said, JD, don't think about it that way. You know, you're most likely not going to be full-time NASCAR anyway, because, you know, my friend Chris Rice, who is the manager at Collie, remember, he was my crew chief. So I know everybody in this deal. I'm very lucky. That's why we're doing the show on it. JD, Collie, they all sent me a picture a damn month ago. I had to keep it quiet. But I told JD, I said, JD, go in there and do business. Stay off the liquor, stay off the beer, be clear-minded, put your head down, go in there, be ready for the media because everybody wants to know how you're feeling. But I told him this. I said, enter those corners on the right front. And JD's, he runs good there at the super late model. I said, remember to let off early when you get on the track. Go in with the right front. These big old heavy NASCAR Cup cars, they do not like being sideways. But if you watch JD run his late model, he don't ever get sideways anyway. If you're going to win in super late models now, you run on the right front. If you sideways, you're most likely breaking traction nowadays. We watched Billy Moyer all those years, 10 years ago, drive with a push. And that's why he won all those races. So remember, sideways in a super late model, that means you're wasting time now. So I think JD's going to be okay. I told him, go in there, let off a lot earlier than you do in your super late model, driving on the right front. Now listen, me and JD talk. So it's okay to give your opinion, but, we talked about it. I'm just giving you the information because I think it's pretty cool. It's all good. So I'm excited for JD. But here's the problem you all are going to have. You're going to have to support JD because he's your man and our man. He's going NASCAR, and he's going NASCAR all week because he's going to run that truck. So I love it. Like I said, the Herminator, don't name drop. I just tell you the truth. JD called me. We talked about it. You're going to have to tune in because if you don't support JD, that means you don't support dirt super late model racing. So you're going to have to watch. And I'm loving that. So I'm saying, listen, guys, you're going to have to watch. And NASCAR's in a better place right now. We've talked about that right here on the Kenny Walsh Show. NASCAR is bent over backwards. Listen, I'm going to call it right now. The Herminator's calmed down on bashing NASCAR. And here's why. I'm just reminding you, and I'm going to put an end to it like this. Because I see how hard they're trying. They quit throwing the fake cautions. They don't do that anymore. This new car is better. They're changing rules. They got you fans down in the infield. They listen to y'all. Hey, listen, there's going to be a couple things you don't like, but hey, like Uncle Rusty said, if you're going to do two things, 7 or 8 better be right. But it's got to be over 500, right? If NASCAR is going to change 10 things, needs to be over 5 that get it. So I think NASCAR's done a lot of good over the winter, and I think 7 or 8 of them have been winners. You're going to have a couple losers because nobody's perfect. All right, listen. Go Jonathan Davenport. I love him. He's a good man. He's of age now. This is his shot. And Chris Rice and everybody at Collie, they love this. Chris Rice, who is the president at Collie, called me Herman. He said, Herman, man, I'm excited about this. So I think it's going to be a big deal. The greatest dirt super late model driver of our time who won $2 million last year and has won it all, head of NASCAR at Bristol. All right, everybody, please like and subscribe right here. We need that from you. I appreciate you. You know, the Herminator's humble. I love y'all, but we always got to break down the controversy here. So please like and subscribe. And remember, we're in podcast form. You can go on your way to work, put your earbuds in like the Herminator here, and listen to iTunes or Spotify. We got a lot of information. We got a show coming out every day. We got so much stuff coming. Woo!